There's that dragonfly. Must be pretty cold. No, I don't know. I wonder if it's actually alive or dead. Oh, no, it moved. So it's just very cold. Okay, a bit of canola oil. So here we have ginger, chili, red chili peppers, dried chili peppers, and cashew nuts. This is just corn flour and water. Chicken. Yellow pepper, red pepper, onion. Rice is a little bit burnt. It's hard to cook rice properly on a little stove like this. Okay, Kung Pao chicken. So I did most of the preparation at home. All the chopping. I pre-fried the chicken in a batter. It's not bad considering. There's a lot worse places I could be eating my dinner. I like this spot because it's sort of all, I'm surrounded by higher ground, so I feel a little protected because you can't see me from far away. I prefer not to be somewhere where I can be seen from a long way away. This is fairly spicy. And when I call something pretty spicy, it's usually very spicy. I have a pretty high tolerance. My girlfriend Bay, I miss you. She's in the Philippines right now. I can eat spicier food than she can. She likes fairly spicy. In total, I've lived in Hong Kong for 10 years, and I love Chinese food, and I picked up a love for spicy Chinese food. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. This will be my last overnighter for a while. I'm going to the Philippines in 2 weeks. My girlfriend's already there, of course, as I just mentioned. I'll be there for 2 weeks. I'll be spending a couple days in Manila. Then we'll be going down to the beaches of Bohol and Cebu. I've been to Cebu before. We're going to one of our favorite places down there. Bohol, we've never been before. It's just an island just slightly south of Cebu. It's going to be nice and warm. I'll be there for my birthday. My birthday is Valentine's Day, which is the same day as my father. I will be 59 years young. I stepped in the wrong place close to the water. I cleaned them off a little bit. Nice to have water to wash the dishes for a change. At least a change for Saudi Arabia. I'm not using soap. There we go. For dessert, I've got milk and raspberries. These are Driscoll's raspberries. I can't remember if they come from America or Canada. But they quite often have them on sale here. Time for some hot chocolate. It's going to be dark fairly soon. I just thought I'd have a quick word. Earlier this week I hit 49 subscribers, so I may possibly have 50 by now. If not, I should have that fairly soon. It's taken a while. I mean, I'm not in it for the fame, for the money, but it's nice to share my adventures. I would like to thank all you subscribers for sticking with me, for the comments I get from people. Hopefully you're learning a little bit from this. Maybe not too much about bushcraft, but you can at least see what it's like in Saudi Arabia. I'm a bit of I'm a weekend warrior basically. So I can only get out one night at a time. I keep looking over for that mouse. At a time like this, you could actually do more than one night because you have water, as you can see, but normally I don't have access to the water, so even if I wanted to go out for more than one night, it's very difficult because you have to carry the water with you. And you know, I generally have 4 or 5 liters of water per day, so that's 5 kilograms right there. But a lot of the stuff I do, it's just in preparation for what I do in the summertime or in the fall when I go back to Canada, for instance. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to be doing, but I'm looking at late August, early September possibly. And I'm looking at either Woodland Caribou Provincial Park, Northern Ontario, near Red Lake, or I may do Temagami again. Last year I spent 6 nights in the same spot on Donald Lake. This time I'm thinking about doing at least 2 weeks and doing a lot of the different lakes, you know, portaging of course. So we'll see. I'm going to have to decide in the next few weeks because I have to start booking leave and booking air flights and all that kind of stuff. I'll really get firm about it when I get back from the Philippines. So nice to get out to a place like this after a hectic week. Except for the odd airplane flying over. All the noises you hear are natural. You can hear birds chirping. The wind. It's a clear night tonight, so I'm hoping, I would think there'll be lots of stars to see. Again, you don't get that in the city because of the light pollution. Before it gets too dark, I'll just give you a tour of my bedroom. This blue bag has got all my extra clothes. There's the stuff I'm going to put on before I go to bed. Thermal long underwear, top and bottom. A pair of fleecy track pants. I've got a small balaclava. I don't think I'll wear that to bed, but I'll have it ready because it's probably going to be fairly chilly tonight. And my ebook is there. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. That's my sun digital thermometer, and it's 6 degrees right now. Coldest it got last night was 5 degrees. Good morning. It's just after 6 degrees. 6 degrees. It's just after 6 o'clock. It's 6 degrees. It went down to 5 last night at the coldest. I wasn't cold, but I wasn't hot. I was warm. I would have preferred to be a little bit hotter. This sleeping bag is rated to -1 degree, but they always say you should add 4 or 5 degrees to that, so that would bring it to 5 or 6 degrees, which it was last night. I'm wearing my clean pair of hiking socks. I'm wearing my base layer, both top and bottom. The top is long sleeve. I've got a pair of track pants on. I've got a sweater that my mom knitted me. I've got my puffy. I've got gloves. I've got a light balaclava, and I've got a watch cap. Now, I'm more acclimated to the warmer weather. You know, it hits 50 degrees here in the summertime. So, to me, 6 degrees is pretty cold. So if I'm going to be going back to Canada in September and camping and it's going to go down to this, I'm going to have to do something. A couple of things on my mind is a better base layer, maybe merino wool. Possibly a lower rated sleeping bag. This is a Nemo Disco 30, and I think they make a 15. Now 15 would probably, 15 Fahrenheit is what? -7 to -10 Celsius. I'll have to look into that one. Oh, very comfortable. I had to let out a little bit of the air in the sleeping pad, the Nemo Tensor. I blew it up a little bit too hard, which I normally do. It's easier to take air out when you're in it. You can, you're in the sleeping bag on top of it, it's easy to take air out. It's a lot more difficult to put air in without getting out of your sleeping bag and everything. There's a dragonfly asleep on the tree right there. So, before I get out of bed, I deflate the sleeping pad. It's always easier when you're on it. There you go. And I can start preparing things, packing things away. One of my little pillows. There you go. There's that dragonfly. Must be pretty cold. No, I don't know. I wonder if it's actually alive or dead. Oh, no, it moved. So it's just very cold. Cat hole. Save these grounds for the next cup. Don't need a plate for this. A small flock of, a couple flocks of birds are just flying around. They look like pigeons or doves or something, checking out the water. So in this I use 3 eggs, hot red chili peppers, and I guess they're called scallions, spring onion, it's a nice day, not a cloud in the sky. Oh, the stars were amazing last night. Every time I opened my eyes, right in my vision from when I was looking up, was the Big Dipper. And I watched it slowly move across the sky. What a great place to have breakfast. Life could be a lot worse. This is the best time of the day for me. I love the mornings. I love watching sunrises come up. I'm a morning person. I like getting up early, getting the work done quick. Those platypus 1 liter containers are great because when they're empty, you just roll them up with an elastic band. That's 2 liters worth of water right there. Light as anything. 7:30. So hopefully I'll be on the road by 8. Well, now that I've had my last coffee, or boiled the water for my last coffee, I can start packing my stove and stuff away. Time to mount up. Okay, 7:56. One final check. Wind really has picked up. It's from the north and it's fairly gusty. Bringing with it cold air. Now that I think of it, that wasn't there yesterday when I came up here. I came up here maybe 2 o'clock and that definitely was not there. There's a big water truck pulling the trailer, so the camels are watered, and there's 2 other vehicles. It's a fairly small pen. It looks like there's only maybe, it could only hold 10 or 15 camels, and they all look like the white camels, which apparently are the more valuable ones. One thing I can tell you is 3 or 4 kilograms really makes a difference in weight. 3 kilograms, that's almost 7 pounds, 6.5, 7 pounds. Because I only had 2.5 liters of water with me on the way out, plus no firewood, and that's about 3 kilos right there. I think with a pack weight, you just kind of hit a critical point where it's easy for you or comfortable, then you get over that critical point and it starts to become difficult. Because yesterday going up that hill was a lot easier than last few times I've done it with. Well, I've had over 45 pounds, 22, 21 kilograms on my back. And this time, I think, got roughly 16 kilograms, 35 pounds. And 35 pounds is more of a normal weight. Well, that's the end of another adventure. It is 8:53. It'll take me an hour and 15, an hour 30 to get back to Riyadh. Now looking back on it, I think this is one of my favorite, most enjoyable overnighters that I've had here so far, and various reasons. One, I was beside water. 2, I was in that sort of bowl. So I was out of the weather, there was less wind. And 3, because I was down there and I was kind of surrounded by big rocks and stuff, it was very stealthy. So I couldn't be seen from afar, and that makes me a bit more comfortable. I slept in a nice spot. I'm starting to warm up to cowboy camping. I think that's the third time I've done it. You know, as long as bugs aren't an issue, it's kind of the way to go because you can see the stars. Anyway, that's the end of another adventure. Thank you very much for watching. Until I see you again, take care.